Why, everyone? This is Jilly Little Zen Crone. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I took a break for the summer for a couple of reasons. I just really wanted to spend time away from the YouTube. And I did, which was a very good thing for me. And I wanted to spend time outside and in my garden. And for those of you who know and love Buddy, our boxer, Buddy was diagnosed in the beginning of June with inoperable cancer. And so we have a hospice doggy with us. And I just really, really wanted to spend time with him, just kind of hanging out on the porch together. So that is what I've been doing for the summer, along with some other things that I'll tell you about later. But today I'm doing a VR to the wonderful Christy over at the Cheeky Jonez channel, which I will go ahead and link down below. If you don't know Cheeky, you should. I think she's probably one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. So go on over there and check her out. She's fabulous. Lenormand reader. She loves tarot. She's spooky. Lots of paranormal stuff. I just love her to pieces. We started on YouTube about the same time, and we've taken some breaks, and that's okay. But anyway, she did this tag called Sweater Weather Decks, and I'm doing a VR to that. It has been so flippin' hot over the past, August, right? The dog days. It has been hot and humid and just, but over the last couple of days, it's really cooled off. I'm looking out my front window. I can see my corn stalks. We planted corn in our front yard this year, just like for ornament. And we probably got about a dozen ears out of it, and it was great. But the corn stalks have all turned yellow, and my petunias need to be, they're dead. So they need to be taken out of the window boxes and the window boxes put away. And my back door is open. You might hear the wind chimes if we're lucky. For the first time, the back door has been open the last couple of days since the beginning of July. And so it's not quite sweater weather yet, but when sweater weather comes, we've all been talking about how, you all have been talking about how you're looking forward to autumn or fall. And I've been saying, I'm not ready, but I'm ready. All of a sudden, it's almost September 1st. Well, when you see this, it will be September 1st, and I'm ready. I love cool, crisp mornings. I love taking my coffee out on the porch wrapped up in, a shawl or a blanket, and just, enjoying the clean crispness of the air. I love going to pick apples. Those are some really great memories that I have with my kids. I love a crisp tart apple. I did this just exactly for this video, and I'm not sure that you'll be able to hear it. I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but this is a woodwick candle, and it sounds like a fireplace. And so sweater weather, cool nights, cool days, it's the time when I light candles in the house and have woodwick candles going. It's the time when Mr. Honey and I sit out by our chimenea in the evening and have a fire. It's the time when I will wrap up with a shawl on the couch, or like I said, the porch, and read a book, drink tea. I usually don't drink hot tea in the summer. So this is about what are the decks that you associate with sweater weather. So I have a few, and I'm not going to go through all the cards because there are just like gobs of walkthroughs out there, right? But this one happens to be in a case. So this is one of my older decks, but one that I associate with fall. And I wonder too, sometimes if we associate the decks that we buy in the fall or that came to us in the fall with sweater weather decks or the cooler weather. So this is a deck that came to me. This is a September deck. This came to me in September. I remember when I bought this deck very clearly. And it is the beautiful Anna Kay. And yeah, this deck just reminds me of autumn. So this is a deck that I will be working with in the months to come. Let's see, what else is on my list here? And actually, okay, so this is the, I have both the indie version of the Anna Kay and the mass market. This is the book that you get with the mass market version. And I have to say it's superior to the book that you get with the indie version. And this is one of those guidebooks that I just reference, just because I have this book out all the time, you know, on my bookshelf, and I just love to read through it and get information about cards. So now this is a deck, this next one is a deck that came to me in the summer, and I started working with it, and I put it away. And I put it away because, to be honest, it kind of raised some anxiety for me. So I know that it must be kind of pricking at some shadows. And I guess I wasn't ready. I'm not sure. But anyway, I put it away. But it will be a deck that I work with in the fall. And it's the Philarcos. And for those of you who have not seen this deck yet, this deck is, okay, so there's 3 distinct types of artwork here. The courts have a distinct style, the minors have a distinct style, and the majors have a distinct style. So, yeah. So, yeah, those are minors. Yep. So, anyway, yeah, this is a deck that just reminds me of autumn and shadow work and Samhain. So I will be revisiting this deck probably in late October. This is another new one that just came to me that just honestly screams autumn to me, and it's The Lonely Dreamer. Look at the backs. The colors say autumn to me. And these are the fronts. But yeah, this is a deck that, I don't know, I may do a walkthrough of this deck. There are tons of them out there. If you have not seen a walkthrough of this deck, please check out Sarah over at Sunset Bough. And Simon at the Hermit's Cave has also done a walkthrough of this deck, and they do fabulous walkthroughs, so please check them out. All right. Just, I think, 2 more. This is going to be short and sweet. All right. This deck, I have worked with a little bit. I did purchase it late spring, I think, when it first came out, maybe May. I love it. I will be working with it. This will be my October deck, and it is the Shadowland. And if you have not seen a walkthrough of this deck, where have you been? There have been lots and lots of walkthroughs. Simon's done one at the Hermit's Cave. Like, everybody's done them. So, like, please go check out your favorite tarot person, and I'm sure they've got a walkthrough of this deck. I'm not even going to get all the cards out. The artwork from this deck reminds me of Tim Burton or Coraline. Ooh, my cards are like backwards and forwards. They're not in any here. But again, it's kind of the coloring. Look at the backs. Yeah, this is absolutely a sweater weather deck. And the book. Oh, the book. The book is luscious. It is so filled with information, and it's such a great book. Let's see, I'm looking at, there's a ton. Well, no, okay, a ton is an exaggeration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spreads in the back. Full page descriptions. I mean, I can't say enough about the book. The book is a reason to buy the deck, period, because this is another book that kind of gives you a different slant on some cards. So it's a great book to have in your collection. All right, the last deck I'm going to show is a deck that I call my December deck. I must have received it sometime between November and December. I don't know if anybody else sees this as a December deck. I do remember doing a wine and tarot party at my house, and this was a deck, it was December, January, and this was a deck that we were using at the time, and it is the Wild Unknown. And I don't know why I associate this with sweater weather, but I do. And everybody knows these cards. They're simple. I don't know, Cheeky. Maybe this is more of a winter deck than sweater weather, but I wear sweaters all year long. I hate wearing coats. But I use this deck most every December since I've purchased the deck, and that would have been 4 years ago. So every December I get this deck out. So those are my sweater weather decks. I would love to know what your sweater weather decks are. And hey, this is coming out on September 1st, 2020. If you're going to be around tonight, please check out my channel at 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm doing a live with Jonathan Daly and Jennifer Ball from Jennifer Ball's Witch House. And we're going to be talking about ancestral work and setting up ancestor altars for Samhain. So until then, everyone, take care. You'll be seeing more of me very soon. I love you much. Be kind to each other.